We live, we live. Okay.
Yeah, we live. What's good, people? Frankie Diamonds TV. Got my boy Ant Dammit.
We in the building,
Just
Ghetto Correspondent News Network.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Sunday, first Sunday of the month. What is it? Was the last Sunday first? Am I tripping?
Yeah, last Sunday was the first Sunday
Oh,
of the
okay, my
month.
bad. The second Sunday
Yeah,
of the month.
it's all
So
good.
the first Sunday for us because we didn't do a show last week. So
That's right. That's right.
uh,
So we're gonna come in strong. You guys see I'm repping NIM music. So y'all hit me up for that. I ain't gonna wear this the whole episode though, because I wear a goddamn mask all day outside. Like that shit's annoying. Like I
I should
fucking
suffocate.
It is, but since we're here, like whatever, I might as well, rep. Most people, somebody pointed this out to me, like most people don't have to wear a mask, like most of us do. Like I'm outside every day around tons of people I don't even want to
Yeah,
be
that's
around,
true.
and so I have to be in a mask. Like my face is. That's why I'm like, damn. I looked online. I was like, shit, I ain't need to shape up, but you don't see
This
it
shit
every day.
messes up your beard, man. That's why I'm glad I don't got the big crazy beard. This shit messes up your
Yeah.
beard on the mask and shit. But so when things go back to normal, I don't think some people are gonna go back to. I think some people like wearing the mask.
Oh, I mean,
I don't think some people are gonna go back.
probably not. It's I mean when it's cold outside it actually
Yeah, it
helps. It
helps. Yeah,
keeps your
it
face
helps.
warm.
Yeah.
So
The niggas that don't
um
like wearing scarves, like myself, my mom always try to get me to wear a scarf. Put a scarf on. I be like, Ma, no.
scarves are definitely not masculine. So
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
can
Mom, why
I
don't
can
you
see
have a?
that.
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, go have a daughter. You know, she be like,
Damn.
put on a scarf. I'm like, no.
How you gonna tell your mom you're
Ring the
an
shit
only
around your
child?
neck. Nah. It's only
Oh,
two boys. It's buffering
uh,
like crazy.
yeah. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Oh shit.
I don't even know how to go in and tweak that. It,
Is it still buffering? Let's see.
shit. I
Give
ain't
us,
even
give us an update.
yeah, hold on. Let me log on from the phone.
The so-called top speed Wi-Fi I got.
Yeah,
Is it
it
still
seems
buffering?
like
We
it
good?
seems like it's good. Yeah. Peace. Good evening.
Yeah,
What's happening?
peace, bro. Yeah, it seems
So
like it's
it seems like I mean, if we're having any buffering issues, you guys just keep us posted. But from what I gather, I just opened it up on my phone. It
okay.
don't seem like it was any buffering issues on YouTube from this end.
All right,
So
so we good. Yeah,
yeah.
so as you've never been to Atlanta, so I know you have. Atlanta is
Nope.
on fire right
It
now.
is. So let's get right to the shits. NBA All-Star Weekend is going down. Um, a lot of people think they should have canceled All-Star Weekend just because of the simple fact
LeBron
that
said that.
right, and then there
Yeah.
people that agree with him too.
Mm, the only reason I think they did it is because they lost so much money last year with doing that bubble thing, and it was
They
like,
think
well, we
they're gonna
gotta,
make any money this year.
yeah.
Well,
They thought they
apparently,
were. That's why they did it because they know they shouldn't be doing it, but they're doing it because it's money. But there's no fans. Uh, Most of the parties, the players are being told they can't even go to the parties. Like they got to act like regular protocol that they've been going to. Just go straight home, go to the game.
right. So that's what
That's
I'm
it.
saying. Like, is All-Star Weekend even that great of a thing to do?
For us
Given
regular
that,
people,
okay, because I would
yeah. For
think if you
us,
can't party with the players, what the hell is the point? Even
yeah.
though the
This year,
top players
yeah.
probably
But
don't even go out.
I was at some function yesterday. We was telling somebody it was like, yo, it's not about partying with the players. You're gonna see stars. You're gonna have a chance to party with stars if you want to. It's really about just regular people. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You're gonna have all the Instagram, girls and that crowd, and it's really just partying. It's really not about the if you see Steph Curry, okay, but you're not. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
not gonna see.
chances are. But even if it was just regular, the world was open. I feel like the Steph Currys, the LeBrons, they won't be out like that. Like,
No, they're not. You them niggas, they going to Compound or Magic City and nah. You know what I mean? You see some rap niggas now. You will see a lot of rappers.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Gucci and all of them, but that now you got two guys that can't even, two all stars can't even play.
Right. According to Bleacher Report, was it Joel Embiid and Ben
Joel
Simmons?
Embiid and Ben Simmons, yeah, he's probably Joel Embiid's like a runner up for MVP up there in that nonchalant up there in that top three, and Ben Simmons is like I wouldn't say they Shaq and Kobe, but they stars, they all stars.
Okay. Well, I mean, they contract tracing, so apparently they was hanging out somewhere,
They
allegedly.
teammates.
But who were they hanging around that they got
I don't know.
contract?
Yeah, but they're teammates for I don't know, but they are teammates on the same team all year round, and then they all-star teammates. But yeah, maybe all it takes is one. So I mean, so let's say Joel got it. You know what I mean? Then Ben.
But basically, they got it breaking protocol.
No, so that's what they're trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody else is saying that. Like this is just, according to Bleacher Report, like they don't even have like a full
They say
full
contract
article.
chasing. Yeah, I'm like, but that should be anything, bro. We could be sitting down having a damn Gatorade at the end of the bench.
Right. But
Like,
you came into contact with somebody that had it or was near somebody. That's what the whole contract tracing is, or
this
contact
whole thing
tracing.
with
Excuse me.
COVID is so it's contradicting because it's like first of all, if you watch basketball, how do you can't contact, right? No 6 feet distance. You can't be 6 feet apart from somebody to
Right.
play defense. You know what I mean? You're gonna get beat. So it's like the game they're in contact with each other during the game, but it's illegal or it's something that they sit next to each other on the bench or whatever, or they like that's this whole thing.
Right.
This the cooties inside of this whole shit.
It is. That's basically what it is. But so
Everything we do is contradictory to this disease.
all right, hold on. So during contract tracing will not act.
That thumbs up, yo, if y'all watch.
So basically coming into contact with somebody that might have been in contact with. So like you said, I agree too. And that's why it's like they go through all of these precautions to make sure that people don't get it in the NBA, i.e. they created this bubble. But even then, weren't there reports of like people getting it? Because from what I understand, there are some people who don't even leave home who socially distant and they'll come into contact with it.
Yeah, as I say,
Even if they don't leave home.
this whole shit right here is you cannot leave home. You can stay. You could be a hermit. You know what I mean? You could, like I said, he could have got it. Joel could have got it from his wife or whatever. You know what I mean? And then brought it to his team. And now the whole Sixers gotta test the whole team if they
Mm-hmm.
haven't already. So now that's two players. That's two all stars that's not gonna be in this game. That's people were looking forward to. I mean, the All Star game's been trash for years, but people looking forward to that. No fans can go, and I'm thinking, hold up, now Atlanta been wide open since what last summer, and they won't let
Right.
fans go to the game. Y'all let everybody go everywhere else.
I guess that's their way of trying to
I'm gonna put on my Umar hat and I'm calling the race card. Y'all let these black clubs open up and let these niggas flood the club, but y'all know more white people are gonna buy NBA tickets, go to the game. No, you can't go to the game. See, that's my Umar shit. I gotta repeat it 3 times if I really go into my Umar bag. Oh, I hate to get off top, but you gotta see Godfrey's Umar impression if you ain't looked at it yet.
Really? All right, I'll look at that. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I don't know about this All-Star. Have you seen what is that Fabulous Miss? What is that 2 3-point? He like airballed 2 3-pointers. They got people down
all
there.
I seen was Lil Baby's highlights. I ain't see nothing about Fab. You saw Lil Baby?
I saw Lil Baby. That was the next one I was about to say. Yeah. He hit all backboard. That shit hit all backboard.
The way his shooting motion, it looks like he's trying to throw up a volleyball, like he's trying to pitch. Like I don't know what the fuck he wasn't. He was in the streets definitely. He wasn't on the kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people, and then I guess they didn't invite Chris Brown, but Quavo basically, him and Quavo taking shots. So is Chris Brown. I would like to see them two in
I heard 2 Chainz was balling out there.
Yeah, he could ball.
Yeah, they say he had to carry a Lil Baby.
Well, basically,
because they said like they combined for like 20 points, and 2 Chainz had 18, and Lil Baby had the rest of it. Like that's
a damn shame. What else is going on down there in Atlanta this weekend?
Parties, as far as I know. Memes, people saying niggas came down there with $400 in their pocket.
I mean, but allegedly in Atlanta, you should be able to get away with $400, right? Or is it not?
Depends. There's
I guess it's cheaper to live, but
be careful out there.
Right. There's a video of some girls riding around in a U-Haul. You seen that? They down like that was supposed to be their
Oh,
sprinters, and
that's how they got down there.
yeah, no, that's how
They
they're moving around down there. Like they're going to like parties and shit, but they're hopping out the back of a U-Haul. Like they're in the U-Haul taking shots at Henny. Yo, the shit is bananas.
That's some Atlanta shit. Remember the nigga from the East Side Boys with Lil Jon used to walk around with a gas tank, with
Yeah,
gas, yeah, like that's some weird country. Where he said the
but
PSR boys.
I'm talking about they're like inside the van doing shots and shit.
They're partying in the van, so they're making the
Yeah,
U-Haul look like a party.
it's a party mobile for them, literally.
Oh shit.
It's wild, man. And like I'm just saying, like that's some of the like the niggerish shit I've seen. But I mean, that'll bring us to, we'll have the open discussion later because there are a bunch of states that have lifted the mask mandates. Georgia being one of the states that has never closed. Mayor Bottoms wanted that's so funny.
Yeah, in Atlanta, right? Yo, it does
I need to
connect with the
grow up.
subject.
Huh?
You just let it go. It does connect with the subject though. From
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
she basically told everybody like, listen, don't come here for All-Star, and people are like, fuck that, we're coming here for All-Star. All of a sudden now you don't want us to show up into the city. It was all fun and games, but people are going to go anyway. There's like 8 million parties going on. Like it's just insane. I seen some pictures from last night and I was just like, it's too much for me, man. It's too much.
Calls that faulty science. That's the thing. I don't know if is it faulty science because everybody has their different opinions on this. Some people still think it's the 5G towers. Some people believe it. Some people don't. I think a lot of it is about money. Also, I mean,
Oh, it's
why else
definitely
Texas? You know how broke Mississippi always has been, and how much they had to be fucked up. Yeah, of course they opened it back up.
right. That's the thing too.
Texas got
Like
hit with that
it's
storm.
literally survival of the fittest. Like the
Mm-hmm.
mayors that have decided, or the governors that have decided to reopen all of these states, that is what it comes down to. Like just basically uh we need money. Like, and I guess this, third stimulus, or what is this, the third stimulus? Like what number are we on?
This would be the third one.
Okay, so the third stimulus check, states are still, it seems like the states are actually going to benefit more now from this next stimulus package because they're putting money into actually trying to open the schools and shit. So
Yeah,
like giving teachers the proper necessities, like because people fail to realize like they wanted to open the schools before, and the way that they were going about it wasn't smart. Like they literally was just sending teachers and kids back in there with nothing. Like teachers had to provide their own PPE. So and like
massive
they,
shit.
right, they don't even make that type of money to just supply a whole school. Now it's like it was a mess, but apparently this, they're putting money in it. Like that's why I say apparently, but I don't know.
What's all the 9 states though? All you got the list of the 9 states?
Yeah, I do. We'll get to that in the open discussion. I want to stay on the hot topics this week, but it's a bunch of like southern states too, which is, but like you said too, also poorer states, if that's a real word or
Yeah,
not.
the poor
Poor,
states they can't
yeah.
afford. They have to open up. They can't afford to be shut down that long.
So they're open up, but we'll get back to that. Let's go into so I saw this topic in or this conversation, but Michael Brown Sr. is demanding $20 million from the Black Lives Matter movement. Now you had a video about this where you basically spoke on what's going on. So long story short, his father and Michael Brown Jr.'s father, Michael Brown Sr., is a Ferguson organizers are requesting this money from Black Lives Matter, given the fact that they're out here collecting money in the names of all of these like injustices that happen to these people. They'll go here, they'll put their stamp on it, like Black Lives Matter was here. We made a contribution, but they want like money for an organization that they're trying to do. So
Yeah, he says he only got $500 from them since
goddamn.
2014. 500. And some asshole. I told him, he's like, "Yo, you don't know what you talking about. Why should they be demanding money from them?" And I was like, "He's talking about you. Just like I would debate you." I said, "Well, fucking debate me, nigga. Like,
What's stopping
like,
you?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you mad somebody put the pressure on them? Somebody finally said it. It's like, bro, y'all raised $60 million, and then overall they had 90. They got
Yeah, I was about
donations
to
from
say, yeah. $90 million in donations and since in the wake of George Floyd's death. But Black Lives Matter has been on the ground since what was it?
2014. They built it
Right.
off his son, Mike Brown.
Yeah.
I never heard of Black Lives Matter until Mike Brown was his body was laid in the middle of the street
All
like
right.
that.
Because at that point it became a hashtag to where as though it was like,
Yeah,
stop
they
killing
marketed it.
us. Right. And
Yeah, they
then
marketed
they
it.
found it and marketed it. But we've had this debate like numerous numerous times about how Black Lives Matter, the statement versus Black Lives Matter, the organization, is the gray area where a lot of black and brown people um, have these discussions to where as though it's like, yeah, the statement is very much like it's a real thing, but the organization, I don't agree with how they move because they're
Yeah.
speaking on behalf of black people, but they can't do anything for black people. Like you said, where's the
They
community
really don't
center?
even speak for us. Like they just
Right.
somebody got to get shot by the cops, and then after your name circulates enough online, what I mean, it's kind of like Al Sharpton and the rest of that other shit, man. This is like the modern day version of Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson type shit. This shit
Right.
isn't real. You gotta
But
look
with
at
more
who's
money
running it.
behind it now because now
Yeah,
you got companies that are feeling like, hey, basically like empathetic to where as though it's
hmm
like we're going to give y'all money so you feel like we're in alliance with you, but in reality we just want to look like we're cool so nobody can judge us for if we donated money to NRA or some form that is like anti Black
yeah.
Lives Matter, for
But
lack
they
of a
want
better
they want
word.
they want 20 million, and they said they want to build a community center. Me, I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard that, I was like, bullshit. You know what I mean? What is a community center gonna do? But that is something the kids, they could use after school, something recreational, something to keep them busy and keep them out of trouble. But that's what they want to do. So they got a good reason for it, technically.
Hmm.
But BML ain't gonna say shit.
No, well, they have several local chapters of Black Lives Matter across nationwide have expressed a desire for transparency regarding fundraising in the organization. Like, yeah, we all would like to know, like, if you're, because, like you said, this was formed, Black Lives Matter was formed um, the same year of Michael Brown Jr.'s death. So if
Hmm
you're building something in my name or my family name, uh, yeah, I don't want to live off the fame of that. But if you guys are collecting donations, yeah, we should know where this is going. And we should be giving something at least into the city. Like, not say, hey, take care of the family, but give something into the city that, was greatly affected. And I think that's what the parents are or the father is after.
Yeah, it's not like he's asking. It's not like somebody was making it seem like he's asking for reparations or he's asking,
Right.
"Oh, yeah, y'all should just cut every black person in the world a check." Like, no, we're not saying be the government and cut out stimulus checks, but damn, I mean, these families that are going through this, and I mean, this man's son started your whole shit.
$90
And
million.
$500. That's what they
Yeah, they
giving
only
him.
gave him 500. But the
Five.
fact that an organization
My
has
goodness.
collected $90 million and has not gave anything to, like, I haven't heard of a book bag drive, a Thanksgiving drive, like I haven't
Not
heard
a
of
turkey.
anything.
Even the
Huh?
dope boys give out turkeys on Thanksgiving. I didn't see these
Exactly.
niggas don't give shit. Not even Nino Brown did that. They don't do nothing. Them three lesbos that they got running the joint, and some one of them they interviewed. They put on a blast and they put on spot. And she was like, we're trying to start an institution." I'm like, "What institution? Like y'all trying to do some Umar shit? Or y'all
Mm.
trying to open a school? I don't know." They really just talk in circles. They don't be saying shit.
No, they don't. And I'm urging Black Lives Matter, the leaders of the organization, the whoever sits on the board, like y'all need to speak up and address this. Like straight up. Like there's no way that you're going like you can not continue to be out here making claims of speaking on behalf of black people and not give anything to the black people. Like, what the hell? Like, people are really fucked up. There should be nobody that's hungry right now. No kid should be hungry as long as Black Lives Matter. Like, they need to be doing something.
Something there, something for anything. They don't do shit. Like I say, you got to look at who's running it. These three lesbians with their agenda. I think it's all just a front for, of course, the the mob, the mafia. Do I need to
You
say
think
who
that's
it
what it
is?
is?
It's all about the mob. And, you know what I mean? For the slow ones, you know what I mean? It's all about the mob. You see what I did?
That one,
It's
yeah.
all about the mob. You know what I mean? And the Democrats. It was never. It was. This is not a real. It's not an organic. This organic when they prey on our emotions. They got black people out here mad in the street, protesting and doing all kind of shit. They remember you used to
Mhm.
talk about Keisha Lance's bottoms. They showed up at her house.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, people protesting in front of her crib. Like it's crazy. And low key,
So
that's why we on Ti's ass right now. Yeah, social direction.
probably that was another thing that popped up.
Yeah.
So they're really going now is making its way into somebody's courtroom. Like, I don't know, these aren't federal charges. They're like
Yeah, they are. It got to
oh,
be.
they're
Well, I know he's a felon. I know, but it is illegal to buy pussy in Georgia. By section state of Georgia. Period. It's illegal, and the narcotics that they've been exposed. They've been caught with everything, and I'm like, yo, this is
yeah.
not a good look, bro. What you doing with ecstasy? Why you
What you
and your
mean?
wife
What are you
got?
doing?
What are you doing with meth? They got caught with meth.
Well, that was just probably bad X. That's usually what
Nah,
happens.
man.
No,
So
I'm telling
you
you.
run it the whole of
No,
it.
there I've been to festivals where uh people have bought what they thought was Molly, and you go
Hmm.
get it tested or whatever, and it turns out to be just meth because it is an amphetamine. Like,
Hmm.
Molly ecstasy is an amphetamine, but it's the chemical. Like, there's some chemical that is missing that makes it the big difference between meth and Molly. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
same thing when it turns into an ecstasy pill. Like,
So you
it
on your Walter
is.
White shit.
Yeah, listen, I've accidentally done meth one night thinking that it was Molly.
Oh,
Yeah.
we gotta get some sound clips in here. Nigga, you ain't been to Atlanta. You never been to Atlanta, but you accidentally smoked meth before.
No, I didn't. You don't. I didn't. No, see, you
Oh, you
don't
didn't
have to
smoke the
smoke
meth.
it. You can
Okay, yeah,
eat it.
okay.
It's because
Ate
it's
it.
a crystal. Yeah, I don't be
Oh, okay.
smoking.
I'm about to say, how you accidentally do that? Oh, yeah, but
Nah, I ain't
yeah, I
never
get what you
smoked no
mean. I
meth.
admit it. I be watching my drug shit, and I know some drug shit, but I just honestly, I just think that they got caught with meth too.
I mean, I don't. They might have been just like buying meth, but it's like
Any
the same
party
thing like
drug.
with with Nelly. Remember Nelly got caught and they was like, oh, he got meth. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't think
they trying
Nelly
to.
brought meth
Yeah.
or anybody
Oh,
in
it
his
was
entourage
heroin. It was
brought it.
heroin. I thought it was
Nah,
wild. It was heroin, wasn't it? Or
no,
was that
it
Ty
was
Dolla
meth.
Sign? It was one
Oh,
of the.
Ty
I think
Dolla.
Tyler. It was one of those two. Him or Nelly that they got caught. I'm like, hold on, what y'all niggas doing with heroin on the bus?
Yeah,
Somebody had to
no,
find that.
Nelly. Yeah, Nelly had meth, and
You
I
niggas was
remember
doing
it
shit.
because I would like. This was when I found out that they're passing meth off as Molly at these festivals. So when these rappers and like entertainers started popping up and it's like they got caught with meth, I was like, it's not
Mhm.
meth. Like, I know exactly what's going on. Like, somebody in the entourage brought uh some Molly somewhere they thought was Molly and it just is meth.
And that
Ty
shit is
Dolla
worse than the
Sign,
damn Molly.
yeah,
That shit is worse than the real. That fentanyl is killing motherfuckers way quicker than heroin.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit
Um
is bad.
That's the other thing too, because here in New Jersey, they passed the law, so they do have recreational marijuana, and a lot of the people are having conversations about yeah, clap it up for Jersey, they finally got something right, and
Yeah.
they're questioning if it's a good thing, and I'm like, y'all do realize like not everybody's gonna be just walking around smoking joints. Like, there are people that's probably gonna be eating edibles. You're not even gonna realize. I was like, but the thing that we have to also take into consideration, and most people should too, if you guys are voting on this, is the fact that there's quote unquote an opioid epidemic. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, whatever, it was always an epidemic when it was heroin, but I think the bigger picture is it's not so much that there are white kids, it's so much that there are kids, period, that are getting turned out onto these opioid pills. And with opioids becoming such a high demand, everybody can't get it. So they are making fake pills with the fentanyl in it, which is killing people. And, you know, as a way out of it, yeah, to help people, because they do have different types of strains of weed that will help people break addiction. They have like a cannelline, which is like a weed oil infused like CBD type syrup. So for people who drink lean and are addicted to lean, it's helped them. You know, it's like there's a lot of good shit coming out of it, and people just need to take into consideration what is actually at hand when recreational or medical marijuana is brought up in for election or vote and whatever. You know, like I don't want people to think that it's all just going to be just weed, 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 weed. Like people just going to be smoking weed. Like it's actually a lot of good benefits to it. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. My bad. All right, so where were we? Should we go? Are we done with the Black Lives Matter, man? Cough up that money. Fuck it. Let's get into buy or sell. You guys just tuning in for a first time. Buy or sell is where we take a rumor. Some might say a rumor, but we look at it and if you're buying what they're talking about or you calling bullshit. And this week, the CDC warns about a zombie apocalypse, which everybody found this to be funny, but I don't find it too funny because goddamn it, we could be on the verge of a zombie apocalypse. They shooting vaccines into people. We got freaking Rona out here. We don't know what it's going to do to your body. They got like 3 different strains, the remix, and then the baby remixes out here. So we have no idea what's going on. But the CDC was basically telling people things that they need to prep with before a zombie apocalypse would occur. So it's like
apocalypse is coming.
They think. Do you think so? Do you think we're on the verge of an apocalypse?
All the milk and bread is gonna be going in the store. You know, all this shit just is about bread. It's all about money. All the stores are gonna have all the water, milk, and bread going. All the deep freezers is gonna be bought up. Everyone's gonna panic, and they're gonna put. Like remember when COVID first started, everyone panicked in the beginning.
Bought up all the damn tissue.
Yeah, Charmin made more money in a month than they could make for the whole 3 years.
Right.
Like just selling paper towels.
A lot of people got crazy rich when Rona first popped up and nobody knew what to do. Like when they said we ran out of toilet paper, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Now what you doing sitting on 18 rolls of toilet paper in the crib or something? It's just like, you know what I mean? 18 packs. People was just doing too much. Like this shit is a money grab. Do I believe one day what God is gonna come out of the sky and they're gonna play a Just Blaze beat or something like that? Yeah, maybe. But nah, man, I'm not buying that shit. This shit is coming to an. I think global warming will kill us before some zombie shit. So they saying people are gonna be like, if you get the vaccine, you're gonna be running around here like a zombie or some.
No, well, see, I think the thing is nobody knows what to expect, whether to if from taking the vaccine or not taking the vaccine. And I think the bigger part was like where we are as society is basically somewhat close to a zombie apocalypse. Like we're literally one cough away from turning this whole shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like because they're saying with these different variants that they don't know how they're going to affect. And now we got, I don't know, 4 different vaccines that are out there. And
one of my homeboys took a vaccine. He had to do it for his job. He's been sick all fucking week. And he got to take the second shot. You got to take 2 shots of this one, whatever it was. You got to take 2 shots. You got side effects. Everyone's is a little different. It's some
right.
It's you got to really have. It's on you. I mean, I don't tell people not to get it. I don't tell people to get it. It's whatever you want. It's your prerogative.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it when it's my time. I mean, only because I'm outside. I think I got a pretty good immune system, so I'll fight it off. I take like wheatgrass and cayenne pepper shots every day. That shit be feeling good. I'll be like, hell yeah, man. turned
And how
up in
much
this
money they're
motherfucker.
making off these vaccines? And like,
Oh,
so who's making
freaking
these vaccines?
tons of money. I think they got like 30 billion or something going to
Yeah, they ship them through my job. I'd be like, oh, I'm looking at them. I'm like, okay, that's the
oh,
vaccine.
you ain't got nothing for sale on the low, nigga.
I probably could get it. I mean, they're not that hard
You could
though.
just like,
You know what I mean? I could get a
nigga.
couple. I just
Oh
start
man,
selling them on the street. Like I got the
yeah,
vaccine.
nigga, pull up to the
I got
gas station
the
with
whole kit.
vaccines like bootleg CDs and shit.
It's definitely
Damn,
a money grab, bro. But I mean, like I say, this whole thing with COVID, like I say, some of this shit is really a money grab, and a lot of it is just to scare the fuck out of people. You can scare people into spending money on you. You know, like when they say the world's coming to an end, like we just were talking about, everybody's gonna buy up all the essential
they
shit.
go out there and buy
And
shit that
yeah,
that
they're
ain't
buying
gonna
it out
help
of
them.
fear. Yeah, they're
The
doing
world
it out
about
of
to end,
fear.
but let me buy some bullshit.
So when you gonna take the sell the vaccine out the trunk? But hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got the kits, man. I'm just now thinking about it. But you know, it's not too many Negroes that's really just lining up to take the vaccine though.
No.
You know?
I
You said you
mean
gonna
that
take it.
that's lining up. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Fuck it.
Okay. They saying you shouldn't take it, man.
That's
400
what they
people
saying.
in the UK killed by it, thousands injured.
You ever see what the people in the UK eat for breakfast? Shit.
Oh shit. Don't say what you think they eating for breakfast over there?
They definitely got something with beans in it. I don't know.
UK, my UK people, man. Give us what's a breakfast, a typical breakfast. Don't say nothing like egg McMuffin. He said, why would you take it?
I well, I said this before I would take it. I'm outside and fucking I like come into contact with people every day. And if I can do my part to help, get this clear. I mean,
I
I want
think
to
if
be able to
you
say I
yeah.
lived through a pandemic. Like
I think if you
fucking
told him what you do for a living, I don't know if you're comfortable with telling him that, but based off what he does for a living, I can't
I'm a
really knock
mailman.
him. He's out here. I mean,
I'm in and out of buildings every day. I'm talking all sorts of, I've got doctor's offices on my route. It's like, listen, and I've been working since the beginning of the shit. Like I didn't get a chance to quarantine at home. I didn't get to do any of that shit. I'm actually taking a little vacation next week. I'm going to Maine. I'm disconnecting from these motherfuckers. I'm going to
going to Maine.
and I hope it's warm enough because
Why
I
would you
want to
go
be
somewhere
in the
colder?
woods. Oh, because there's nobody up there. Like I want
But it's
to like
even colder than Jersey.
I don't mind the cold though. I really don't.
Apparently, yeah. You going to Maine? What part of Maine?
Western Maine, like Bridgeton area, like closer to New Hampshire border. So like it's
In the
not
heart
too
of
far up,
the
but it's like, about 7 hours from where I am. Maybe 6, something like that. But either way, it's like just to get up there and get outside and be away from everybody, like bad cell phone reception, all of that, just to disconnect. Because like I said, I've been working ever since this thing started. So
yeah, me too. I had no time.
I've taken
I had to
every
ride around with
precaution.
papers saying
Right.
I was
I've taken
essential.
exactly, like I got the damn thing in my car. It's like ever since.
I was bitter too because I'm like, these motherfuckers got 2 months off,
Yep.
and I'm like, come on, and I was dying. I was like, I'm doing 60 something hours a week. I'm like, everybody getting unemployment. I'm looking. I ain't gonna lie, I was really bitter.
Yeah.
The first couple months, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm about to quit my job and get
Right,
off.
especially because it was the dead of winter too, and it was like a shitty winter. So you see people get to stay at home. You're like, I want to be able to stay at home. Like, nah, you got to go to work. You are important. Like, oh, now I'm important. Motherfucker, shit.
I was talking to corporate. I was trying my hardest to find a way. I'm like, y'all give us a damn break. Give us a week, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said the English culinary out there, they call it out there. He said, yo, this shit is pretty trash. Food.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, listen, like everybody has like trash food. I just know what I know, and from what I understand, the English, like their food is shitty. Good beer. I don't know too much about their women, but other than that, I
Yeah, what the
can't
women
really.
looking like out there? What the black women out there looking like? That's
I
what
don't.
I want to know.
I think overseas you're not considered black. It's like wherever you're from, I believe. So if like you're Jamaican, you're just Jamaican in London. You're not.
Yeah.
Like only in America do we call people black. Like it is the
Yeah,
weirdest
it is
shit
true.
ever.
Yeah,
But
somebody, it's like an insult to some people. Like what?
just like I had this conversation on my other podcast, and we'll get into open discussion in a second. The fact that it's somebody calling you a Negro, like I feel like Negro is way more like disrespectful than black, colored, like even almost up there with nigga. Like I would rather because like Negro is just almost like a PC term to the word
What's
nigga.
the Spanish word for the color black?
It is, but which is I don't
Negro.
like. I'm just saying, like if a white person called me a Negro, I know what they're trying
Yeah,
to say. Like that's why,
they
like
might. I'd
that
be like, just say it. Then if you're gonna say that, just say it.
exactly.
Say the real thing. If you're gonna say
Like don't
that.
call me a Negro, and then they say it, uh, so like weird to be like they drag it out like the like Negro, like don't
Yeah, Negro please. The
yeah.
average woman overseas is a damn near supermodel. Yeah, compared to we got all these fat fucks over here, 600
I
pounds.
mean,
How
yeah,
many
but
people have been on that show? That's how big we are.
we got so many different like walks of lives. Like you can't like America isn't the fat white lady that's just sitting on the couch. Like even though there is a
Oh,
lot
a
of
lot of
that,
it is, yeah. Nigga. 'Cause
but
think about it. That show's in like season 9. They do like 12 episodes. That's how many 600-pound people we got in America. That's
yeah,
a
that
lot
is.
of fucking fat fucks.
And them fat fucks aren't single. Think about that.
No, most of them are married and they get disability. He said black in the dictionary is disrespectful term.
It is.
It is,
It's
yeah.
like ignorant. Like
Yeah, you get blackballed. You have white. What is it? Everything white is kind of like it's blackmail, blackball. Then it
oh,
would
it's
be
positive. Anything white like
yeah,
has like it's not a
other
stigma
than white
basically.
guilt. Yeah, everything is
Yeah.
lily white, this bad, and everything black is just negative, negative. French, German girls mixed with black cut shoulders. I can't even pronounce
I
that
could.
last one.
Yeah, me either. Czechoslovakian.
Yeah, Czechoslovakian girls.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, U.S. descent for obesity.
Damn,
Yes,
they're going in.
it's true, man.
It is though, like it because over here in America, like the shit that we are allowed to eat, like are banned in other countries.
First of all, everything is $5 fucking. Everybody got a $5 meal, not $5 combo.
Exactly. You
Burger
five
King got
dollars.
pancakes for 89 cents. I don't buy them. I've never had them. They look like they made out of yeast and some leftover French fry oil or some shit. I don't know, but they 89-cent pancakes.
I will never get pancakes from a burger joint. I will never get
Not Burger
uh
King, at least.
burgers from a Mexican joint. Like there's certain things like I'm not going to certain places and getting random food. Yes, angel food cake, devil food cake. That is true. White and black. So weird. So weird.
Hit the
Anyway,
thumbs up button if y'all in the comment section. Y'all watching
let's
live.
get
I
into
appreciate
this
it.
open discussion. Open discussion is where we basically open the floor up. You guys are allowed to, chime in on the topic, and we can all have a big old discussion like a family, a dysfunctional one. So this week's open discussion: 9 states have lifted mask mandates and opened their businesses to full capacity. This information is coming from NBCnews.com. So there are 9 of them. So I'm gonna run down the states real quick. And basically, so like in 2020, states like Georgia and Alaska chose to never close.
Oh, Alaska, okay.
Right, Georgia and Alaska, they chose to never implement statewide mask mandates. So they didn't even care if you wore a mask or not in Georgia or Alaska. But ain't nobody in
Okay,
Alaska.
that makes sense. That makes sense. I was down there and I went to a store and I'm like, I'm the only one with a damn mask on. I'm thinking people that, I was with white people that, I'm thinking maybe they don't like wearing them. Most of them. I'm like,
White
what the
people don't
fuck?
like doing shit, man. The
No, they don't
only
like
thing
being told what to do, period. They just
exactly.
don't. Shout out to the ones I'm cool with, but you know what I mean? They don't like being told
No,
what to
it's the
do. They
truth,
like,
yeah.
you don't need to
Because
wear a mask.
yeah. So, where are we? So last September, Florida became one of the largest states to roll back COVID capacity restrictions when Governor DeSantis reopened bars and restaurants at full capacity. So Florida basically was like, fuck this shit. open everything up.
Yeah.
What Carl said they shouldn't have been closed down in the first place. Do you
He
agree
don't,
with that?
yeah, he don't fuck with it. Like I say, the thing with COVID is I don't think this shit is. I feel like so complex about the whole thing because I'm like, some of it is you do get enough research and you like, is it really that serious? But then you see the numbers and then some of the numbers is, made up and this thing is all over the place, bro. I think sometimes they overreact to COVID a little bit and then some people don't take it serious at all. Like it's just at this point, you don't live your life, bro. You know what I
Right,
mean? Everybody live their life for what it is. If you want to live your life in fear and stay booped up in the house, you can do that. If you want to go party in Atlanta with no face on, no mask, and you do that too. Like
right.
I don't, you know what I mean? I don't. And
Here's
people's
the thing.
opinions is whatever they want. Just
Right.
live your
I was
life.
about to say that. Like, here's the thing. Like, everybody has an opinion about it. And the
Mhm.
thing, and I agree with everybody's opinion only because this is something that I don't think anybody knows what to do or how to deal with it. So I guess one of the things was, yes, to uh stay away from people. Yes, I agree they probably shouldn't have closed businesses down, but at the same time, how do you I mean, other than like what they've been doing is
Yeah.
cutting stimulus checks, but look at how long it's taken them to come to an agreement. One of those guys in that damn chamber or whatever, I don't know what the hell his position was,
Mhm.
but he basically said that when um, big banks, these big interests ask for money, the body of the government comes together in unison and like they make sure that these companies and these big interests stay paid. But when it comes to the American people, the people that are actually keeping the economy going, they want to
Yeah.
drag their feet because they think that we don't deserve anything. You know, like we
Mhm.
basically are disposable, which I think that should wake a lot of people up to realize like you have to be really into getting the change you want. Like we can do it, but you also have to realize that it takes a lot of that. So with that being said, nobody knows what to do with COVID. We're all freaking struggling and stuck out here.
Yeah, everybody's got different. Like shout out to BKBA said if you got a loved one that died from it, you feel a type of way. Let your mama get it. Like yeah, like I say, I can't. That's why I say this whole thing is whoever feel how they feel. I mean, I'm really as neutral as about as I can because, like I say, I know
Yeah,
people who died from it too, and then but sometimes I do feel like it is a little bit overplayed. When I go to a bar and they tell me I can't buy a beer after 10:30 because of COVID, I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like some of the protocols about it is a little over the top at times, but you still get new research every day. You know, some of the numbers are skewed. It's really a odd subject, though. Somebody
it
said it's in
is.
Nebraska. No mask required. I've seen that two places. Now, what kind of place
Damn.
was that? What establishment was that in Nebraska, though? Like, what gas
Said a
station?
gas station.
This gas station? Okay. My first comments stated why stats are skewed. PRC test is not advantage for that. Yeah, because you could get COVID, and let's say you don't even you beat it 2 weeks later, you clean or whatever, and then let's say you fell down the stairs. They might say you died from COVID.
Yeah, that was
If
the
you
other
had
thing that they were
COVID,
doing to a lot of people
yeah,
too. People would go in
yeah.
there, they would die of
Hmm.
some illness, or whatever, and they would just if you literally weren't shot or stabbed, they're going to say it was COVID.
Yeah,
So
it's a
a
COVID. I
lot of
had
those deaths probably were
yeah, I knew a preacher died like that last year. He had COVID and then got over it about 3 weeks later, about a month later. He was about 70. Died preaching at a funeral a month
hold
later.
up. He died at a funeral.
Yes, he was preaching at the funeral, and I'm watching the shit, and then he just dropped.
If God don't got perfect timing.
No, you know what I mean? He just dropped, so it was crazy. But but for the 9 out of 10, they dubbed that as a COVID-19 death. But the
Yeah,
man really just had a heart attack. You know what I mean?
right.
He
He
was
died. He
fine.
died of
He
something
was on
else, but
meds. Yeah, but
right,
they're gonna dub it as a COVID, and they're gonna say you're part of the 1.8 million that's dead. Whatever the number is, no disrespect. You know what I mean?
right.
All
Yeah,
uh,
like everything here is not being, like we're not trying to disrespect anybody, and I don't. That's why I said every opinion I agree with because nobody knows what to do, and unfortunately, everybody does know somebody that has died from COVID. Whether we've seen what it does firsthand or we heard, like, you know, everybody's still going to have a different reaction to that.
Yeah.
So
Depends on how this shit has impacted your life. Some people have
right.
come up in this era, and some people have had a rough fucking time. So everybody got different. They've been through different shit. So everybody
Right.
COVID-19 story is different.
Like I said, I've been wearing the goddamn mask since they made mask important. So I'm kind of over it in a sense. That's why I don't want to go places, because they're like, you got to wear a
Do
mask for
you
a few
think the
minutes.
mask makes you? I think it's a mental thing. I don't feel like it protects me that much, man.
I don't know, man.
What
Like
happened
I
to
said,
the
I don't know.
N95? When they first came out, they said N95 was the only mask that would work.
Yeah,
And
they
then the
did say
Asians
that.
bought it. The Asians bought all of that shit. They were shipping it overseas, and then they just was like, "Oh, you just wear anything now. Just
That's
put
funny. I
something
got
in the
a
house."
stash of N95 stack somewhere too, just in case.
Yo, send me some. You know, send some of that shit. I'm like, he got it. This nigga got the mask on deck.
I,
You
I
hoarding masks while people was out here looking for them?
something like that. I mean, shit. They
Exactly,
said we
bro.
didn't need them. I was just trying to make sure.
Yeah, that shit is like a respirator. I'm like, hold up. They
Yeah.
said that's what we needed. Now y'all saying we could just put anything. So you could just take an old T-shirt and get pieces of string and
And that's
be good.
basically what people are doing. People aren't,
Some
because
people
a
do
lot of
this.
people,
They go in the store and do
yeah,
this.
which is crazy because I ain't stretching out my shirt just to like
But
just
they
put
ain't.
the
Yeah,
damn
I've seen
mask on.
people. they forgot it. Whatever. They didn't want to go back to
Yeah.
the
I'm
car.
not walking around with this sexy neck because I forgot a damn mask or something. I just won't go in the store. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, I sympathize for that, bro. Sorry to hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I've known some
Yeah.
people too that died like that. Like I
Condolences.
said, this is a tough time to die because a lot of people can't get visits. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, grandmas can't get seen in nursing homes. A lot of these funerals, they got certain numbers people could come in, only a certain amount. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. And me personally, I don't know how that would feel to have to watch somebody die alone, or you know, they go into the hospital and you can't go with them. Like, that shit is traumatizing, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are fucked up behind it. So like, we really don't know. All I know is I don't want to be sick. Like, and
Yeah,
they're telling me like this is what I have to do. And 9 times out of 10, also, the fact is they make us wear masks at work. So I don't have a choice in the matter anyway, and I've just gotten used to it. So
they
that's why
make
I'm
us
like,
wear
you
it at
know,
the gym. It's hard to breathe when you're working out and you at the damn gym and you see
yeah,
people with masks
I have a couple gyms on my route, and I be in there. The motherfuckers, they be in there going hard with masks on. I'm like, couldn't be me. I'm sorry, but all right. So some of the states that are open, or that have listed mask mandates, even though the CDC said you shouldn't. But the CDC also said it might be a zombie apocalypse. That's why don't nobody know what to believe in. The motherfuckers go from sci-fi
on.
to non-sci-fi every day. Like, come on now. So Alabama, on
South
Thursday,
Florida.
the governor extended Alabama's statewide mask mandate in effect since July 2020, but said it would expire April 9th, 2021. The Republican governor also cautioned against hasty moves towards reopening. We need to get past Easter, he said, adding that Alabama would not follow other states and immediately end restrictions without allowing more time for more Alabamians to get their first shot. So even though Alabama is lifting it, they're not going straight like rip the condom off and go raw. They're basically easing up, like they're waiting until enough people have gotten their first shot. So they're trying to create their own form of herd humanity.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So that's
Arkansas,
Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi.
Iowa,
Okay.
Montana, North Dakota, South Carolina.
That's the
Okay,
South. So
Texas.
also, I see three empty states: Montana, Ohio. I mean Iowa, Montana, and North Dakota. You said
Yep.
those are
South
three empty
Carolina
states.
and
Got like a
Texas
million
and West
people.
Virginia.
So all the South, and then three of the least populated states: Iowa.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then, like I say, the South can't afford to be. They can't afford to have the economy like that, but for so long, eventually they're gonna fold.
Right. But
Florida, do
and
that.
they're talking about the next stimulus not making it to Biden's desk until the 14th. So these
Oh, March.
states
Okay.
do need it. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah,
excuse me.
$1,400. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yep, 1,400. Somebody at my job said they
What
need to
kind of
give it to
stimulus
us.
check they got out there in the UK? What they got in the UK.
Yeah, see, that's the thing too. I think in Canada they were cutting people like $2,000 checks a month when the shit first started. I don't know how long that lasted, but we, in the sense of countries that have been taking care of their people, I think the U.S. is at the bottom of that list. Like China was taking care of their people, like only in this. And the problem that it is people see as helping somebody out as basically create like a form of charity, like having pity on someone, like, here, we're helping you out, like you should be able to get up and withstand it. It's like, but if people are hard hit like by this and they have no way to get through it, it's not as it's not like giving out welfare checks and people are staying home living this lavish life, which a lot of people tend to think that. I don't know how you could stay at home and expect money once a month thinking that that's going to make you have a lavish life. But I digress. My whole thing is people needed taken care of, and the U.S. it did horrible. Like y'all are sitting here trying to decide if you want to give the average American $1,400 that's supposed to last another however many months. Like that's no money. Like y'all should be giving people 14 grand and being like, look, we'll see you when this ends. Cali
This is
gave 20
Cali get
bands to
20
everyone.
grand. Cali, the state?
California.
Yeah, like Canada is smaller in population. Yeah, that is true.
Don't matter though. We
They
supposed
got
to be
free
the richest,
healthcare. Yeah, they got free
right? We're
healthcare.
supposed to be exactly. They got free healthcare, and we're supposed to be the richest and the best in the
But I don't
nation.
think you
Like,
can find like used condoms and trash on the ground in Canada though. Like they just take
no,
care
because
of
they know what the.
overall they take care of their place better.
What I'm saying is, if you go anywhere in the world, like most of our allies are way ahead of us as far as like doing their thing with like emissions and not goddamn, what the hell is it when the litter, like the
Yeah.
pollution and shit. Like they have like electric vehicles and like they're doing things like, they have smart towns. Like we are still so far in the past over here in the US because we're so money hungry, but we're also so fucking broke. Like we're the rapper that is living on advanced money, but we can't recoup. That's what the
Damn.
fucking US is. Self-proclaimed greatest rapper alive, but can't fucking go platinum to save their life. Like,
Yeah, we in tough trouble, man. 1,400. I don't know if it'll save niggas. What's saving people is that moratorium shit, that eviction shit. That's really what's saving niggas out here.
oh, the eviction, yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause,
motherfuckers is getting free money and ain't paying their rent. So it's like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying?
what free money? You talking about the unemployment? What if some people
No, not
fucking
even
pay?
unemployment. The
You all the
stimulus,
temps? Well, you
right?
got 600, and then you got what was it
Well,
last
it
year?
was
12.
it was 12, and then 5 for every dependent, and then last time it was 6. It's 6, but you got to think about how many months that went in between that. Like the first time it came out, we was already in the pandemic. What, like 6 weeks or whatever?
It was 14. Yeah, did you see that guy's name was Mitch McCollum or something? Some white guy, real pale in the face. I don't think people will go to work if they get $1,400. I was like,
What the
what?
hell we gonna do with that?
Does he think it's 1963 or something? What the
Yeah.
fuck am I doing with $1,400?
Meanwhile, these motherfuckers make like
Can't get a hoopie with
almost
that.
almost 2 grand a year, a day, fucking sitting in there. I
I
think
put
it's
on my
like,
shades for these. I'm too cool for these niggas.
yeah,
Mitch McCollum.
Mitch McConnell. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect rich people to understand how it is to be living basically paycheck to paycheck. Even if you got a little something in the bank, everybody is still
Yeah.
one month
It's
away from freaking losing
yeah.
everything.
He
So
wipes his ass with $1,400. You telling me
exactly.
you think I'm gonna quit my
That's probably how
job
much
because
his
of
suit costs.
1,400?
He probably got a $1,400 suit on. Talk about some, they ain't gonna want to go to
Yeah.
work. Nigga, we ain't gonna buy no damn $1,400 suit.
Yeah.
Uh,
That shit might cover your rent depending on where you stay at. Some people that won't cover their rent. Like,
oh
what are
hell
you
no.
talking about? 1,400.
Listen, I'll take the little 1,400 and pay off some of these credit cards. Shit,
Damn. That ain't kicking it in Jersey.
nah.
Man.
I mean, I'm just listening. I'm trying to get my credit up so I can freaking buy some damn land. But yeah, they they put all of this money into these corporations, these big companies that are supposedly keeping our economy going, but the people keep the economy going. And the sad part is they're bitching about giving people this money as if motherfuckers aren't going to rush out there to give it back.
That's all it does. That's how they get it back.
Yeah,
It goes right back to them. It's
yeah,
like that's not like they cutting you a break. Like we gave you $600. Yeah, we gave it
motherfucker,
right
and I
back to you
gave it
some
right back.
way.
$600,
Yeah, I
nigga,
didn't
that's gas
smoke it.
money.
Yeah, I didn't smoke it up. Like I gave it right back
Fucking,
to you. Like, I
that's
used
gas
it.
money.
The
Miss me with
essentials.
that
Yeah, the
bullshit.
pills. Oh
But
man. Appreciate y'all
what
for
else was
watching
I
us,
saying?
man. Hit the thumbs up button, all that, man. Other than Jay-Z selling title and it was a failure. He sold it. Other than that,
You think that's why he sold it? I think there's a bigger
yeah, it
play
wasn't
here. I
doing
can't
enough.
figure it
He
out.
got
Well, I
more
think
money out of it, but I don't think
right,
he was. It was yeah. Title never took off like it was supposed to take off. It, like with Spotify and Apple and all that, it was a failure. That's why he
right.
just moved on from it.
This is
Now it
true.
doesn't look like a failure because he made more money selling it than he bought it.
Right.
He made a profit, but technically that's why you sold it. It was like, yeah, it's not worth it.
But he still owns part of it, right? He just he doesn't
Yeah.
right,
And then my whole thing is they'll portray it to us like Jay owns everything,
right.
and then you find out it's a small percentage, just like the
But
net
he got
situation.
the deal with LVMH, where they're gonna
Oh yeah,
distribute
yeah.
the Ace
The
of Spades.
champagne, aces of
Yeah.
spades. Niggas always
So
want to sell you liquor and champagne. Why rappers can't sell energy drinks? Why niggas
well,
ain't selling?
you got Styles P with the juice bar in the pharmacy for life,
Yeah, but that's
you
like
know?
a personal mom and pop type, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Type
know what you're
store. And
saying.
it's a dope place. If you ever in New York, they got like 4 locations to check it out. I think they got one in Brooklyn too.
Yeah, they got one in Brooklyn. But I mean,
Yeah. Niggas always
I
gotta
tend to
sell
go
us some
to a juice
unhealthy
bar
shit.
too. So
Yeah, sell us some healthy shit, man.
right. But they're not. I mean, shit, that bottle of champagne does look nice. It's like it's
Yeah, it
I
always
don't know,
looks
it's like
nice.
wrapped in gold or whatever. It'd be worth it just to
Yeah.
have to sit on the shelf. Like I don't know. I don't I mean, I think that is good for Jay-Z, but I don't know. Like I'm not rich enough to understand how those type of moves are made. Like I feel like there is something deeper with that title thing. I don't know. I can't put my
The
finger on
shit
it right
wasn't
now.
hitting me. I wasn't paying $20 to listen to that shit. And I could listen to the same shit for 10. Yeah, I just never was I never was invested in Tiger. And a lot of people bought it because it was Jay, and they made it
Right.
seem like black business, but he had no black employees
I've
working at
been
Tiger.
said that. I was like,
It
these
was
motherfuckers.
all white. Like I said, you're not doing real black business to me until you're employing black people to a certain
Mm,
degree. That's real black business. When that money gets circled around the neighborhood more than
in
once,
the community,
that's
right?
black. Yeah, that's black business. That you putting up a front like you like no, like the whole staff look like the Drew Carey show, and we supposed to think this is a black business.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to, but I
Appreciate y'all for
called
tuning in. Man.
I called BS years ago when it first happened, and then when he sold like a third of it off to Sprint, I called BS.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of his deals are like that. Like I said, it'll be a minority ownership, but they'll make it seem like it's he owns the whole thing. It's been like the NFL thing a couple years ago. Oh,
mm-hmm.
he gonna buy a team? Like, no, he works for the NFL. That's a good gig. I wish
He'll
I
buy a
did.
team.
But yeah,
He
let's not. He playing chess and I check it. He gonna own a team. He gonna no man.
listen. I ain't forget about that NFL shit that he did. So I don't even. But I don't know
Yeah, but it's
this
just the
big
way
money
it
play
was.
because
Yeah,
he
the way
sold
it
it to
presented.
the what's that guy? Fucking Jack, the Twitter CEO, the owner of Twitter, and he owns Cash App.
Yeah,
Listen,
that guy. This is like Nelly. Nelly owned a part of the Bobcats, the Hornets, the Charlotte Hornets. But do
yeah,
they promote it, or does he make it seem like he's the
no,
owner? No,
owns a
he's just like, yeah,
small
I got a little.
percentage.
Yeah, but Jay, they'll present it like I own this, but you know what I mean? Like I'm the
Yeah.
face of the. And I'm like, nah, bro, you selling false aspirations to these people, and you need to let them know the real game. Because now you got niggas holding themselves to that standard. Oh, I gotta do this because Hove did that.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully you won't go to that.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm with you though.
Yeah, niggas with
Yeah.
child support didn't get a stem check. That's cold, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to condemn or give niggas deadbeat dads a pass, but
Nah,
not
it
everybody that's
shouldn't.
in child support problems are deadbeats though. But
Yeah. Man, listen, I ended up at the with those child support issues. That shit's annoying. And it's like,
I,
they
I know a
huh?
nigga that's paying child support and his baby lives with him.
That's wild. Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Yeah,
But I
he was like,
mean,
the mama had to ask him could he take the daughter for the school year because she don't got Wi-Fi.
wow. And he's
I'm
still
like,
well,
I'm paying you $100 a week. You can't get Wi-Fi. What the fuck?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Damn, these niggas hate Jay-Z too.
The
Listen, I ain't mad at
gatekeeper.
y'all.
Damn, so he's a gatekeeper. So Nikki said he's a bitch. Damn. It's
Yeah.
Sunday, man. Y'all niggas, you chill. No, it's not.
Never chill on the weekend. The God don't chill. Word to Sean Price. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, people do drink the Jay-Z Kool-Aid because he
And
stays
he and
low and
Beyonce.
he
Yeah.
out. Yeah, it's like so. I don't
I barely
really,
say anything about her.
I don't really feel. I don't care either way. Like I'm not like Jay-Z like fan, but I'm not a hater. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it is what it is. I remember Jay when Jay was actually the rapper dude. Now it's like this
Yeah.
whatever he's on
Jigga
now is
man.
like yeah.
Jigga with the do-rag. Yeah.
It don't impress. It's the same thing with Eminem. Like I like Eminem when Eminem was actually rapping and like yeah, it was not PC or whatever, but it was entertainment. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, before we go, we didn't get to talk about it. That Meek Mill bar that he had with Kobe Bryant's name in it. A lot of people thought it was disrespectful. I'm gonna give my take on it because we didn't get to talk about it. I don't think it was disrespectful because that is what hip hop does. The bar was corny. Let's just call it what it was. The bar was trash. Where he said it, he was like, if I go out with my chopper, it'd be another Kobe. It's like it didn't even have anything to do with what he was talking about some bitches that he was fucking 2 bars before. Then all of a sudden it's a chopper and Kobe. It's like it was forced.
If he was
So
trying to, if it was a metaphor for like Kobe beef,
peace,
you know what I
peace.
mean? Like Kobe beef, like beef, Kobe
Right.
steak beef. Yeah, if it was be another, there'd be another Kobe as far as related to that. I could see that, but that's not the way it came across. It
Peace,
came
Reed.
across
Peace,
like we're talking
peace.
about Kobe the player. That's what it
Right.
came across,
The
not
line
beef.
it was a whack bar. Like
Yeah, it
it
was
didn't, but
whack.
what I didn't like is how everybody played it out as if he wasn't allowed to say it. Peace. That's Reed. Reed, yeah, you gotta hit me
Oh,
after this.
sorry.
Did another like everybody's I feel like they're trying to force the Kobe line. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta let it
Even Fab
come
know
to
better.
you.
Even
Right.
Fab didn't even try to throw a Kobe line at us.
Well, because right now is not the time.
He
It
paid
real
homage though. You know what I'm saying? If
right,
you're gonna throw a Kobe line, pay homage or show respect. But I
right.
also think we are in more sensitive times, and it is a little too early. If you are gonna try to take a shot like that, it's a little too early. Not that it's a shot, but you know,
I mean, is it we heard 9/11 bars and all of that
I
after
remember Jadakiss made a bar when they was different. Rockefeller versus Jada and the Lox,
yeah.
and he was talking about Dame Dash, and Aaliyah had just died, and they had airplane
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
and
yeah,
crashing
yeah.
in the background. Yeah, but that was
That's what remember
2001.
Star did that shit. Star did that shit
Yeah,
right after and
Star did
they
that shit
was
too. After Left Eye died, my mom called him and cussed him out.
yeah,
The
like
fans was mad, but that was 2002. Like you
yeah,
20, now you can't. Nowadays that shit ain't gonna fly. Some of that shit is just too much for people. But I'm
right.
from that era, like you too, where we used to hearing. We done heard a lot of disrespectful
Yeah,
shit.
that's why I'm saying like the bar wasn't
Yeah,
disrespectful. It
it was
was
just
just
whack. It was
trash.
whack. Yeah, it was trash.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's basically one of the things I think that we missed out. We talked about the Jay getting wealthier. Um
Hmm.
he ain't add a damn dollar back to it. Niggas from Black Lives Matter, y'all gotta holler at us. We need to know what's going on with that money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Y'all actually have the power and the money right now to help change a lot of the narrative in the black community. Like nobody's saying that y'all gotta give motherfuckers Bentleys and all that shit, but y'all definitely gotta uh start looking out for the people. Like during this whole pandemic, and I stand on this, during this whole pandemic, there should not have been one black family that did not have anything if Black Lives Matters on the ground like they say they are. There should have been no kids that don't have Wi-Fi. Like they should have figured something out. And they owe the people that. Y'all don't even owe me nothing. Y'all owe the people that. Like there's like these kids that are in school from home and parents that can't afford certain shit. Y'all should be looking for these people and making living your truth. Black Lives Matter, to make sure they do, not just when police fucking violate.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, and then yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know if
Appreciate
y'all
y'all for checking in, man. Hitting that thumbs up, man. Fucking with us.
Word. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. It's always a pleasure. Shit, what was that? Fucking D'Angelo and Friends. We'll talk about that next week. Versus is are they going to get stronger or weaker at this point? So
hold on, who?
Versus. Remember they did D'Angelo, and did you see that one? D'Angelo and Friends.
No.
It was just D'Angelo, and then I think Method Man and Redman came out, and then it was her. Rumor has it was supposed to be D'Angelo and Maxwell. I don't know what happened to Maxwell. This was last week, I think.
I didn't see that. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, actually, that was the way that they supposedly was going to end Black History Month. But D'Angelo, he came out there, and it was just D'Angelo by himself versus Friends or whatever. It was awkward because nobody. I mean, D'Angelo, the motherfucker got some hits, and he performed, but it was weird.
Watching an Unplugged concert, MTV Unplugged.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I don't know, man. Versus, but allegedly Raekwon and Ghostface are the next.
It's Wu-Tang, but I don't want to see brothers going against each other. The Wu's for the children,
right?
And it should be Ghost and Ray versus Meth and Red, or Ghost and Ray and fucking Styles Kiss, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Versus is losing their edge.
Yeah.
Because
it's about the numbers. It's about the quality. I'm like, nigga, y'all sold out. Y'all got deals with Ciroc and Doritos and shit. Y'all sold out. They did a deal with the NFL.
Right.
So you sold out, man. Admit it.
I feel like they can't get back to the real essence though, where it's like two top tier people from their respected like craft, and hip hop has so many different subgenres in between. Like they did the trap version where it was Gucci Mane and Jeezy, even though that was supposed to be for the culture. But they can still do that type of thing. They can do the thing in the Bay where it's like the hyphy move. You know what I'm saying? Like they can go all around and do it. I just feel like they're kind of boxing themselves in with trying to get numbers, where as though I think the numbers will come to them if they do the right sets of people. I don't know who would be good to go against Raekwon. Maybe
I don't want to see. Yeah, I don't want to see. I heard that someone said they're gonna do Pastor Troy and Trick Daddy. No disrespect. I know that era. I don't know disrespect, man. The room smell like ham hocks, brown liquor, lace blunts. I'm good.
A whole lot of nigga shit going on,
Pastor
man.
Troy and that damn championship belt. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, hey, it's all good, man. We have fun with this shit, man. People take it seriously. Some people, it's just jokes, man. The Root has the best hip hop band in the world.
Your boy is bugging. He said on some white man chat show.
What did he say?
They're a house band. He talking about the Roots. He said the Roots, the best hip hop band, in the world, is now the house band on some white man chat show.
House band, damn, that sound kind of low. The house band,
the house band. Say that 3 times like Dr. Umar.
Yeah, the house band, the house band,
the house band.
They all regulars on there.
The house band, brother. Think about that. The house band.
I never thought.
How many times were the man in the house with the band? The house band. Shout out to Umar, man. Yeah, we gonna get the hell up out of here, man. It's been real.
Godfrey and Umar's impression, man. Everybody, man.
I just see that. It's on
It's on their
what's the name's
podcast.
podcast, right? Yeah, I just saw it on the
Godcast or something. Yeah, Godfrey
yeah.
and Jamar. They used to work for DJ Vlad. They both used to work for Vlad. Now they left.
Oh, they used to work for Vlad. I like how
Negroes
you
on
put that.
rebel. Yeah, them niggas is rebelling. They done left Master Vlad and they doing their thing. But check out the room.
Word. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out because it did just pop up on my
Yeah, they reading our minds, bro. Yeah, I see. We didn't. It
yeah,
popped up on your recommendation. See,
yeah, on my
and y'all talking
YouTube.
about chits and stuff. They already keep up with us. You got a social and a smartphone. They know everything. They know what we do.
Yeah.
Peace, and love, my brothers, man. Salute
Yep.
y'all. Got
Salute
it
to the
on the deck,
chat. It's
man.
been real. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Damn It Is Ant.
All
Fat
right,
Liver
man.
Jones on Instagram. Yeah, I'm gonna get my videos back going. I know I keep saying that every week, but I'm telling y'all, once I can actually breathe and my brain can function normally, I'll be working like normal. So
Sir.
there's that.
All right, y'all be easy, man.
Peace. I'll talk to you later, Frankie.
All right, bro.
All right, one.